What's going on, guys? Simple Forex here for another video. Today in this video, I'm going to be showing you the most consistent trading strategy there is. So I'm going to show you guys exactly live how I trade this and how I can do this daily to make repetitive, high probability trades, and in turn giving me a consistent, profitable trading strategy. Watch till the end. I'm going to show you exactly how to trade this live. But first, we're going to go ahead and explain exactly how this works. Like I've been explaining over the past couple of videos, it's key today for us to talk about consistency that high probability setups obviously bring. So you might be asking, how do you get this consistency in your trading? Well, consistency comes down to a couple of main factors. The first one is having a consistent strategy that you can stick to. Obviously, as a beginner, you're going to want to focus mainly on one specific strategy. Now, as you start to grow as a trader, you can start to implement more and more strategies into your daily trading or weekly trading, whatever it may be. Now, for me, I have a couple main scalping strategies that I use, and then a couple more higher time frame main strategies that I use. So I would say I have 4 strategies that I kind of stick to. And I only stick to them because they've proven to be consistent enough for me to actually then want to use them. So the first thing we're going to go over is having a high probability trading strategy. Now you want to have a high probability strategy because the higher probability that you have, the more consistent your strategy is going to be. And the more consistent your strategy is going to be, the more profit you're going to make consistently. So how do you get a high probability strategy? Well, I've explained in other videos, and I'm going to explain it today again. High probability just comes down to having multiple confirmations, multiple confluences that in the past have previously given you high outputs of higher probability. So if you go and you back test, something that you see in the market and you back test it 100 times, if it can consistently give you, more wins than it can losses, then you know to add that to your future strategies and future trading styles, whatever it may be. So for me, a big part of my high probability setups come from me adding multiple time frame analysis. So for example, we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at some random pair here like GBP, JPY. And when I'm analyzing the market, first thing I do is I think about, okay, which time frame am I going to use first? Then let's say you are on the 1 minute and this is your time frame that you actually want to execute your trade on. You're going to look to the higher time frames to see what is the directional bias. So if we go to the 4 minute, as you can see here, we're in a downtrend. Okay, now before you guys say anything, I know I'm showing right here a cherry picked trade or whatever, but I'm going to show you live how it actually works so you can see it works the exact same way. I'm just using this as an example, so don't worry, you're gonna get to see me trade live. Stick around and you'll see that. You're gonna go to the 4 minute and you're going to see that price is in a downtrend already. And then when we go to the 15 minute, we can see the exact same thing. Price is in this downtrend. Because we're executing on the 1 minute and we've looked at the higher time frames, we can see that overall price has more or a better probability of price going to the downside because it's already in that direction. We already have flow, we already have momentum going in that direction. So then on the 1 minute, it will be more likely that price will go down rather than up. So then we can catch trades like this that are near, the higher time frame downtrend. Now, obviously it's easy to just place this here and say, this is where you would have taken a trade or whatnot. When you're on the 1 minute and you have these directional biases from the higher time frame, now this is your opportunity to ask yourself, where am I going to enter? What is my trigger for entry? So you're not just going to enter the trade anywhere randomly. That wouldn't make sense. You need to understand that price is more likely to continue to go into a downtrend once price has broken a high or a low. Now that could be one of your entries. So you need to have some sort of entry trigger. Now that's for you to decide, but if you go back and you look at any of my other videos, I have many videos showing exactly some of the entry triggers that I use. But for example, one entry that you could use is marking out one of these lows. As you can see here on the MACD, this will show you exactly where the lows are. And then watching one of these lows get broken like this, after it gets broken, having an entry there can also prove to be a good spot for you to enter. Now we've just shown that probability is something that can help a lot towards being consistent. The higher probability trades that you're taking, the more you're going to win, the more consistent your trading is going to be. So adding different confirmations, like I said, is very important to having higher probability, and higher probability is important to be consistent in your trading. So that's just one confirmation alone that can help to raise your probability. Now, there are many different confirmations that I like to use, and I've talked about it in many of my other videos. So if you go back and watch some of my other videos, you'll see exactly the confirmations that I use when I'm looking to enter a trade. Now, the main point of this video is to tell you that consistency is only made by having higher probability setups. Now, I'm going to show you exactly how I do this live. But before I do that, if you guys are looking for a great broker to use, I'd highly recommend signing up with AAAFX. They're a great broker to use, and they actually have a deal going on right now. So if you're looking to get any extra edge you can on your trading, this is the perfect edge to add to your trading, because for every $100 USD that you deposit, you're gonna get an extra 30% on top of that. That's gonna help with things like floating losses. And it's gonna help you to use higher leverage. So if you have a smaller account and you're looking to do some account flipping and things like that, that will help you tremendously. Sign up with AAAFX today, get that account deposit bonus, take advantage of that. It's a limited time offer. Use my link in the description down below. Go ahead and sign up. But yeah, we're gonna go straight into the live training, and we're gonna show you exactly how you can do this live, how you can add probability to your trading, and I'm gonna show you exactly how I added together higher time frame analysis to give me a better probability of winning. Once you get a hang of it, it will just become super easy and you'll get more consistent at your trading. Now, obviously, I've been trading for many years, so it's easy for me to say that, but this is the first step to becoming consistent, is to learn how to have higher probability trades. So what do we look at here? Okay, so we're gonna once again trade on the 1 minute today. However, that means we're gonna jump to the 4 minute and check what's going on the bigger time frame. So what do we got going here on the larger time frame? So overall, like if we were to check the 15 minute, we're in an uptrend now, in an uptrend on the 15 minute. 4 minute, we are also in an uptrend. And then 1 minute, we were in a downtrend, but it looks like we're just starting now to turn into a uptrend. That wasn't a true break. So we're not, so yeah, technically right now we're not in a uptrend yet, but price is trying to turn into an uptrend. Okay, so how we have it right now is 1 minute, we are in a downtrend, 4 minute uptrend, 15 minute uptrend. So basically at this point, we're waiting for price to turn into a uptrend on the lower time frame, which in our case is the 1 minute. So when we see price turn into an uptrend on the 1 minute, that's going to be our signal to look for a buy. So at this point, yeah, we're just going to basically wait until we see a setup present itself. Now, we also want to see some other confirmations and confluences that is going to help our bias, which is us taking a buy here. We want to see some other confirmations that let us know that price will go in that direction overall. So what does that look like? Well, divergence is one of those. So let's see right here, we have divergence. Price is going down here, and then we have price going up here. So that shows us that price will continue to go into an uptrend. So that tells us that price is going to go up. What else tells us that price is going to go up? Well, continuation divergence is another thing. So we have all these going up. All these gaps right here are going up, and we want to see the opposite. So right here, we have it going down, and right here, have it going actually up slightly. So this is continuation divergence here. This is reversal. So we have a lot of strong signs so far telling us that price is going to go up. That's good. Now, what else do we want to see? Well, what we can actually look at is, now we can look at, are there any signs that price will continue down? Because it's good to look at reasons why price will continue higher and go up, but it's just as important to look at if price will continue to go down. So we want to look at some signs of price going down here. So we have a little bit of reversal divergence here. That is a little bit of strength showing that price could come down, or some other signs here. Go to the 4 minute, see the last low was here. So price could possibly actually continue lower to this low here if price does want to continue to go down. So that's why I think it's actually a good thing to wait a little bit and see what price does. Because if we were to take a buy right now, price could end up coming down even lower to this low here. So that's why we want to be patient. We want to see if price can continue to go higher. So right now we're testing this previous high here. We would want to see price obviously break above this, but we want to see what price does here first on this previous high. If we can see price hold above this previous high, then that gives us even more of a bias for a buy. So we want to see how price reacts here, but so far it looks like price is breaking above. It's kind of struggling to hold, but we won't be able to see quite yet. We gotta wait till this closes and wait for maybe a couple more candles to see exactly what we're thinking about doing here. Looks like price came above, closed. We have this candle here pushing a little bit back lower again, but however, it was able to close above this line here. So that's kind of a good sign. That's a little bit of a stronger sign. Now, depending on what this candle does, will also give us some confirmation here. So ideally, we would like to see the next couple candles close above our initial breakout candle here, because this was our initial breakout candle. So ideally, if we have price close above that, that's a really strong sign. And ideally, if we can have price close above that, that would be even stronger. But I think what I want to see here is price close above that. And I think that should be enough confirmation for me to take an entry, set our targets at the previous all-time high here, did about that, and then set our stop loss below here. Just go for a nice 1-to-1 on this super simple trade. Take it to the previous all-time high. Should be super simple to do there. So we're gonna see what can happen here. We had this candle here close above. So that for me is a close above here and just barely closed above this candle. So that's a pretty strong sign. And that tells me that price should continue a lot more higher up to where we'd like it to go. So I'm going to go ahead and take a buy here. So it's a nice 112 pips. I want to make about $1,000 today. So I am going to trade $10 per pip here. So we're going to do about $10 per pip. Take a nice little buy on that. Okay, so we got in right about there. And then we're going to go ahead, set our stop loss. We go 330. 4.6. Take profit, we're gonna go 33278. And then as we can see, if we go to the 15-minute here, same exact setup that we have here on our charts. We're going to go ahead and wait for this to happen. We're gonna go about our day, and then we'll be back when we see prices hit our take profit. Okay guys, so it is now the next day, and this is the trade I took yesterday. Just showed you guys exactly how I took this trade. Here's the profits up on screen. I made a little bit more than I thought I was gonna make on this trade, so I'm kind of disappointed about that. You know, other than that, hopefully you guys got a little bit more insight into how I add probability. And look at that, also another thing. See, this is why it's good to not set your stop loss exactly at the previous low here, because it would have got hit. Always make sure to set it a little bit behind. We had a little bit of news that went on at 2 yesterday, but I guess some of that volatility came out here, kind of brought price down a little bit, but we got a little bit lucky there. Anyways, point is, we had all sorts of higher time frames telling us that price is more likely to go in the up direction here. So it was an easy trade for us. And then we had a nice little entry on that. And but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And let me know if you want me to keep doing more live trading like this and breaking down exactly how and what goes into my thoughts before I take each and every trade. But yeah, give this video a like if you've watched till the end. I appreciate you. And thanks for watching.